first. Made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Panics on the sneak, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hampton now up the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
They're going play fake with Penix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Free inside the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I love these misdirection runs. You use that defense's speed and aggressiveness against them. It is really, when you put this play in the playbook and you call it, you want to see that defense overreact, and then you cut them in half with the misdirection.
In the red zone now. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say at the 5-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
A toss now to Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Chargers, nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Yeah, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Ganson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. It's Hampton on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal, Chargers.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Man in motion, headed right. Now run with Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the 2nd on that throw. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Dicker connects there. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
On first down, here's Penix. Hits him on the in route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Penix working from the gun. Finds London on the slant. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Gets this one to Gadsden. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He finds Johnston. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Herbert throwing again. Down to the left side, and Johnston has it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Trying with Hampton. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5. And they've got second and goal now from the 3.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Catch is made in close. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Tompkins to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're thrown into a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second down now. They need 7. Again, Penix to the air. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it near the 8. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Penix is going to throw again. In trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the Chargers. He's at midfield. The 30. Hits the 20. Now the turn finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Points off takeaways. Usually a bigger stat, Kate, on the hardwood, that other sport that you call. But it's a big one in football, too. And those 3 should pay dividends.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. We dodged the tackle. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. They'll run here following the penalty. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On first, it's Robinson again. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Their 48-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. Down the left sideline he goes. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
One after by Folk is up and good. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8.
21. Chargers 13.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, Los Angeles.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Play action now for Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, it's a go-to route to target.
The 36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running it with Hampton. He has room past the 25. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
At the 14-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. and you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that gets them back within 5.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throw left side, caught by Schultz. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
To number 17. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. I mean, they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Solid run in here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Play fake. Penix. He'll try and run this. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Motioning the tight end left. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Penix dumps it off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Dumped off to his running back. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Falcons 28, Chargers 16.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Hampton. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That's Harris on the right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
And the Chargers.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Chargers.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, Herbert. Caught, nice gain left side. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on first. He brings it in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers now within one score in the fourth. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Tompkins now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the shotgun, Penix completed over the middle. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Penix on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And this hasn't been a common sight of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air with Penix. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw it. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like we're right around the 8. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
He gets this one against him. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Hampton now up the middle. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Setting up to pass. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
It's a gain of 20.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
42-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one's going to McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st down. A gain of 15. And the Chargers 1st down.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Back to throw. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Complete to Lad McConkey.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. They wanted that three-point cushion. We all knew what they were doing, be able to maybe breathe a little bit easier. But now got to keep them outside of field goal range, partner, because a kick would win this.
And that starts with a booming kickoff. Give them as long a field as possible before they can get that makeable field goal. From there, your defense, well, it's just got to rise to the occasion here in the last couple snaps of this game.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Penix now on first down. Finds the in route complete. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. So they call a timeout. So that is their final one. And with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it or do they just kick it now?
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So now it all comes down to Nick Folk. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives us the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.